It's the TMI Project podcast, a series of stories about the too much information parts of ourselves we usually leave out because we're too ashamed or embarrassed. I'm your host, Eva Tenuto. This is Season 1, Tragedy plus Time equals Comedy. We met Mary Elena in 2015 through a project we facilitated in partnership with Gender at Work, which gathered gender activists from around the world in New York City, where they workshopped their stories and presented them at the United Nations. Mary Elena read her story about the first strike she organized to protest the labor inequality between her and her brother. Keep in mind that this recording is from the early days, before we were even thinking about making a podcast. There are some minor audio issues that you'll most likely hear if you're listening on headphones.
Good evening, everyone. It's so nice to come up to applause because it lifts the energy, and it's nice to look out to a sea of smiles. So thank you for that. And thank you, Joanne, for such a warm welcome. The name of my piece is 50% Red. I'm 8 years old. It's Saturday morning, 11:30 a.m., and I just finished all my girl chores. I'm usually very quiet. I usually just do what I am told. But there is my brother Carlos, eating yodels and leaving a trail of crumbs right after I just cleaned, while he did nothing. I am so pissed off. I just cleaned the living room. Pick it up. Pick it up, I said. You only have one chore. It is impossible for me to stay quiet in the face of injustice, even at 8 years old. I want to know why this happens, why mom gives him, el nene, 2 little things to do. You are bigger and stronger. How come you aren't sweeping and mopping? I'm going to start a 50% strike today. I will place this red string down the middle of every space we share, including the toilet seat. You keep your ass on this half of the seat, and I will put mine on the other side. I will mark my side with masking tape. We will do this for 2 weeks. Then mom will see how much messes you make all over the house. And right then, I asked my mother to split the chores down the middle, just like this red string. Why do I have to go through this? Why do boys get protected and spoiled, and girls have to struggle and work so hard? How come my mom doesn't see how unfair this is? What is the difference between us beside his pee-pee? He runs into the kitchen and tells mom, "Look at what she's doing. Es loca. She wants to have a cleaning strike." I interrupt. Correction, a 50% red string strike. My brother continues. She wants me to sit on half of the couch, half of the toilet seat. She wants me to clean half of everything. ¿Qué te pasa? My mother asks. I respond quickly. What is going on? What is going on? That's what I want to know. Why do I always have so much more to do? Because, my mother says, mi hija, las niñas mujeres siempre ayudan la mamá con todo. That's the best that she could come up with? Girls help mothers with everything? I turn red as the string, inside and out, my temperature's rising. This is so unfair. This is not right. I will not remove the red string. Let's just try it for a week. You will see how much of a mess he makes and how little he cleans. Please, Mom, please. If we do this for a week, I will have evidence. Where do these rules come from? Does this happen everywhere in the world, or just with Puerto Rican women and girls? Boys are like delicate flowers, and it's the girl's job to protect them. In the midst of my rant, there's a knock at the door. It's my mother's friend, Toby. She's a doctor and a feminist. Toby asks, what's going on? She wants to have a cleaning strike, my mother tells her. I correct them again. No, I want us to share chores down the middle. I point to the red string. Toby goes into a belly laugh, but she supports my fight to make things fair. Oh, Maria Elena, you are in for a very long fight. You are a revolutionary. What is a revolutionary, I ask? Over time, you will come to understand, but you must take care of yourself, she advises. Have you heard of Joan Baez? No, I reply. I will give you her album. From the first time I hear the album, I start singing for my life, singing for justice. I sing all my highs and all my lows and all my woes with women from the Bronx and around the globe. And Toby was right. This was the beginning of many red string moments. As soon as I graduate college, I'm recruited for a job developer position in a women's non-traditional employment project. I have a great opportunity to meet with the vice president of HR at Con Edison to get 20-meter reader jobs for the women of the project. I show up in my navy blue blazer, my lucky tan sweater, and my black pumps. But the vice president doesn't ask me many questions during the meeting. Instead, he dares me to drill a hole in the ground. He says if I can do it, he will give me 20 jobs. I may be wearing heels, but I don't think twice. I go outside. I take off my navy blue blazer. I hang it on the fence. I roll up my sleeves. I have to do this for the women. I can't let them down. The construction worker who gives me the instructions says, I can't believe that bastard dare you to do this. Listen closely. Don't lift the machine. Drag it by leaning your weight on it. When you get to the spot marked X, place your feet on the machine. Hold on tight and press the lever. Women are cheering me from their office windows as I drag the machine onto the street. When I get to the X, I step on the machine, my black pumps pressing the lever with all the strength I can muster, and I start to drill. It's shaking so powerfully, I feel all my insides coming loose, but I don't stop. I drill the hole. I take my 20-job package and go to the nearest emergency room. The nurse asks, are you all right? No, I'm not all right, I say. I just drilled a hole in the street, and I think I have internal bleeding. Turns out I'm fine, just still feeling the sensation of the drill. Or maybe it's vibration of my internal red string, my internal meter for injustice. The red string, the wanting to make things right, seeking justice, the passion to make the unfair fair. Why does this matter so much? Every time we hear about violence against women and children and anyone who's marginalized, it matters. Those women who have had their tongue, lips, eyes, and hands cut off because they dared to speak out against their violators, they matter. May we always raise our voices, freedom now, freedom now. And so to end my piece, I invite you to join the story. Don't worry, I'm not going to ask you for any words. But I want to start with a song, and it's from Marcy Silvestro, and it's pretty easy, so I'm going to sing it once, get us a little bit in the groove, and hopefully you'll join in. And it goes like this. Say it, sister, don't hold nothing back. 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 No aguantes nada, no aguantes nada, no aguantes nada. Esto se acabó. Nothing back. Se acabó. And we'll do it one more time. Say it, sister, don't hold nothing back. 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 No aguantes nada, no aguantes nada, no aguantes nada. Esto se acabó. Nothing back. Se acabó. Thank you.
Just 2 stories left. Next up, love and family loyalty at Payless.
My grandfather uses the word mannish and eats head cheese and makes me and my brother wear dress shirts and suspenders to school. My brother takes his off. I keep mine on.
I'm Eva Tenuto, and my co-host is Micah Blumenthal. Haley Downs is our producer. Our Director of External Affairs is Sarah DeRose, and our Operations Manager is Blake File. Our theme song is Secrets by Edison Woods. Heartfelt thanks to Mary Elena de Valle, the featured storyteller. This episode of TMI Project's podcast, Tragedy Plus Time Equals Comedy, was produced in partnership with Radio Kingson, with production assistance from Ida Hakkila, Nate Brogan, Marlan Barry, and Manuel Blas. Visit tmiproject.org/podcast to see this episode's writing prompt and submit your story. Here's the part where we ask for your help. If you like what we're doing, please subscribe, rate, and leave a review wherever you get your podcasts. It really helps. TMI Project is a nonprofit organization, and we rely on the generous support of our listeners. Help us continue to create radically true stories that have the power to change the world. Make a donation today. And now, if you're inspired to tell your own story, join us this summer at Omega Institute in Rhinebeck, New York. Micah and I will be teaching a TMI Project True Storytelling Workshop August 23rd through the 28th. You can find the details on our website, tmiproject.org.